so here's what we gathered as well. This is just what we gathered on the mission. And this is the behind us, the dropship being lowered back into the base. Yep, that's fine. Let's just jump out of there. Here we are.
Commander, to the research labs.
Thank you, I'll be there directly. This is it. This is our ship. It's called the Avenger. And it is, if you couldn't tell, it is a spaceship, weirdly enough. It's an alien spaceship that is currently landed, but it is an airship. It flies, effectively. It's kind of
gotta hand it to the aliens.
Oh, bit of
the invasion was one thing. All their advanced technology. They had the drop on us for sure. But Advent, there's something we could never have prepared for, even with better gear. Between the propaganda, the handouts, and a seemingly endless supply of reinforcing peacekeepers, they're nothing but trouble for an upstart resistance movement.
Okay, so let's just explain there then. That's probably a good time. So this is our base of operations, and we're kind of here because, as I said before in the kind of intro bit, just before that last mission, we effectively in the last game were fighting off an alien invasion. Now, what's happened since is that the aliens kind of won, but as I say, they did it surreptitiously. They didn't invade. And
Commander, to the research labs.
yes, I know. I'm getting there. Don't whinge. I'm trying to explain. So yeah, basically, we're in a situation where what's happened is the aliens have, as I say, using guile rather than the military might, have made their way onto the planet, and an organisation called Advent is kind of behind the peacekeeping effort, if you like. They're the guys who were at that checkpoint you saw in the intro sequence, the cutscene. They're kind of there as sort of a nice, friendly face of a pretty horrendous alien invasion, and it is up to us as the Resistance now. We're ultimately, in the previous game, we were kind of like like a Men in Black style unknown organisation trying to keep everyone's, trying to keep it all quiet from the public in case it scared people. In this game, we're not so much. We're more kind of now a resistance movement. We're guerrilla warfare. We're trying to defend ourselves from the aliens. And in the cutscene you didn't see because we didn't do the tutorial. As I mentioned, there's a two-man team that goes into an alien.
Commander, to the research labs.
God, all right, Jesus. So nagging this artificial intelligence thing, telling me to go to the research lab. I'll go there in a second. So what happened, and this will explain this next bit, which is why I'm going to try and cover it, is that this two-man team invaded, infiltrated an enemy kind of facility and picked up a body in a stasis suit. Turns out that body is you. You are the commander, and you were in the first game. And what happened was, when the aliens kind of invaded / arrived on Earth in all in a nice friendly way as they do, they burst onto the Avenger, this ship, and kidnapped you and put you in a stasis suit for reasons as yet unknown. And that is where we kind of leave off, because you're kind of brought out of the stasis suit by Dr. Tygan, who you actually saw earlier when we came off the dropship there. So basically he wants us to have a word with him, because he's taken us out of this horrible stasis suit and we're now back to normal. So let's go and talk to him.
Impressive, isn't it? Capable of generating immense power, yet completely harmless to human life. If only the same could be said for the rest of the aliens' technology. Commander. Dr. Richard Tygan, Chief Science Officer. I am responsible for the entirety of our research here, as well as the procedure you so recently underwent. Welcome to my lab, such as it is. I'm not sure what Central may have told you, but we found something while removing you from the alien stasis suit. A device implanted directly in your occipital lobe. Had I access to the equipment available to me during my tenure at Advent, I would already know the precise nature of its function. However, given time and your approval, of course, Commander, I assure you, I will find out. Which brings to light an additional point. Though aspects of this facility are indeed impressive, I am but one man. Were you to direct additional support personnel and resources to me, I could substantially improve the speed of all our research. Farewell, Commander.
There we go. So that is Dr. Tygan. Fantastic voice acting, by the way. I think that's true actually of most of the kind of characters and people you meet in this game. So yeah, again, just to explain, that is the chip that was kind of in you. It was in your kind of head, brain, whatever. And Dr. Tygan removed it. It took you out of the stasis suit and removed it. And obviously the real question is, why was that in your head? Why were they keeping you alive in a stasis suit as the commander? Why were they doing that? So that's what we've got to answer, really, to progress the story. And this is his research department, as you kind of introduced there. And we're going to kind of have him do some research to effectively build us, whether it's like better items or stuff for the ship, the Avenger, or HQ. So let's have a look at the research we can do straight away. Well, we've got a data pad that we actually found just now. If you remember, I picked that up on the mission. We can use that to find intel. I'm not really bothered about doing that. We have the ability to look at modular weapons, which will unlock magnetic weapons, which are very, very good. Hybrid materials for stuff that will help us with armour, as you can kind of tell from the image there. And alien biotech, which is the chip that we're concerned with. I am interested in improving our weapons, because at the moment we have very poor, just assault rifles, basically conventional weaponry. I feel like we want to go down that route. It will take, as you can see there on the right there, estimated time 3 days. It's going to take 3 days for him to research that as is. So let's give him that.
I do find that area of research to be among the more intriguing options available. We'll begin work immediately. I'll send word when a complete report is available.
Thank you, Doctor. So let's go back to the main screen of the Avenger.
My predecessor was something of a brute when it came to handling the interrogation and autopsy of alien subjects. From what I've heard, she was keen to get her hands dirty whenever possible.
Commander to engineering.
And if you played the first game, you'd know what they're talking about there. Yeah, so that was Dr. Tygan, and that was us setting up some research, which we have to do periodically through the game. Everything in this mode, when we're on the ship, is kind of done in kind of sped up time. We can go to the bridge in a minute, I'll show you how I mean. But basically, it'll take 3 days for him to research these modular weapons, and any other research obviously takes time. Crucially, anything else we do on the ship will also take time. So we can see here how we have an empty room at the top here, for instance. Right. Let's go to engineering just to speed things along, and that's when we'll come back to these rooms we've got available to us.
Okay, reworked your repulsors with some of the parts I salvaged from their old engine. Should fix that stabilization problem you had. Come on, Rover. It'll work. Commander! Getting our tech to talk to theirs is harder than you think. Lily Shen, Chief Engineer, at your service. You were probably expecting to see my father. In all that's happened, I'm guessing Central didn't tell you yet. He's gone. Dad gave everything he had to get us this far. This entire ship is his life's work. I know he would have loved to show you around the place himself. He used to talk about you a lot. You can be sure I'm ready to finish what he started. Might not look it, but from here, I can fabricate pretty much anything you come up with. And with a little more help, well, you'd be amazed with what I can do. It was an honor to finally meet you, Commander.
Yeah, there we go. So that is Lily Shen. She is our chief engineer. And yeah, her father was in the previous game, and obviously has gone missing as well. So obviously, as I said, the Avenger was kind of invaded, and you were kidnapped or whatever. You were taken away. Central, Jane Kelly, I guess Lily wasn't on board, but various other people obviously escaped. But I guess you and Lily's father didn't escape, and they don't know where her father is at the moment. We know that obviously they've located me, but not her father, which is a bit of a shame. So let's jump out of here.
I've been digging through some of the old data files Central has been holding on to since before the war. I keep running across notes scrawled in English and what looks like broken German. I should probably ask him about it.
So yeah, again, references to the old game. Yeah, so that's the engineering department. The engineering department is very important, vitally important to improving our ship and basically getting parts and rooms set up. We need to establish rooms. You see these rooms here. We need to establish facilities in these, whether it be power cells, rooms that have, will provide power to the ship, rooms that will provide additional engineering or laboratory capabilities, various rooms and buildings and God knows what else. Engineering will do that for us. They will also build us our weapons and our grenades and anything else we need to build. So think of research over on the left here as kind of where we research it and theoretically, come up with a theory of it, if you like, and on the right is where it's going to be practically fabricated. And crucially, you can see these rooms here that have alien debris in them.
There's room for us to expand our facilities on board the Avenger, Commander, but we'll need more engineers to clear out space for construction first.
Yep, Lily's just explained pretty much exactly that. So these rooms here,
Commander,
we can't build
I
it.
need more help on the engineering team before I can start clearing out some of these other rooms. We should recruit an engineer.
Yeah. So, yeah, at the moment this room is a disaster. There's loads of debris in it. We can't do anything with it. Same with this one. We have a spare room here, but crucially, we need to really start clearing all of these rooms out. We can only do that when we have a room next to it. So we need to clear this one to clear this one, or this one to clear this one, so on and so forth. So we need to basically clear adjacent rooms. At the moment, we have one clear room, and we're going to also have to use that sparingly, or come up with some sensible way of using it. Because at the moment, we only have research over here on the left. Up at the top there we have commander's quarters. I guess that's mine / I don't know, general use, maybe central use as well, who knows. We have living quarters. We have the bridge, which I'll show you in a second. We have the armoury, obviously very useful. We have engineering down here, and we have a bar / memorial. I'll be honest with you, this is something that bugged me in the first game, right? I forgot about this, but you've got all these other things you could be building here, laboratories, specialist workshops. You decide instead to build a bar and a frigging memorial. Who did? Not my call, alright? If someone had said to me, we've got a whole room free, and, we're really low on space because all these other rooms are completely clogged with debris. We've got this room, what are we going to put in it? Oh, we'll build a bar and bloody memorial. Yeah, that's a good idea to do. First of all, there's going to be no one in the memorial because, I guess, no one's died yet, I assume.
What we can to honor our fallen soldiers, Commander.
Maybe there are
It's
some.
not much, but it gives our people a chance to pay their respects.
Right, let's have a look. So ultimately, we've built this room, and it's a bar. Let's call it what it is. There's no memorial in it yet. There's a bar. So it's a wall with what will be a memorial. Or should we lose soldiers? Hopefully we won't, but it's almost a given in this game. All I'm saying is that would not be my first priority to build on a ship that has very, very limited space. But anyway, I digress. So let's head to the bridge because I think we'll have a cutscene. Yep, we will.
Commander, good to see you on your feet again. Welcome to the bridge, the nerve center of our operation. The aliens have our entire world in their grip. Advent controls everything. Government, communications, industry, not to mention the military. And it's on us to take it all back. Resources and time are tight, Commander. It'll be up to you to decide how to best use both. The ship is yours.
While we prepare for new operations and continue our research, we can pass time by scanning at sites like this one. On your order, we'll start our scans on the surrounding area.
Commander, one of our resistance contacts just tipped us off to a site that may be worth investigating.
Yeah, not to be a dick about it, Central. It's, we've got very limited time, very limited resources. Someone had the time and resources to build a bloody bar and memorial, didn't they? I mean, again, I don't want to harp on about it, but, it's very important that we're very careful with our time and how we use it. I mean, we've got to fight off an alien invasion. Don't worry, we've built a bar and memorial above the bloody engineering department. It'll be fine. Oh, sorry. Alright, anyway, there's no need to complain about it, but you can see as well, it's quite nice, because actually, some of my guys are in there. If I zoom in, yeah, they're all sitting there, they're all having a good time. In fact, some of these guys, you can see on the left there, we haven't actually met yet. So let's just jump into our armoury and see what soldiers we have available. Here we go, view soldiers. Yeah, here we go. So, we have the people we've already met. We've got Valentina, we've got Juliet, we have Felicia, and we have Stephen Mackay. We have me. This is a character I created myself, of myself. We'll see that in a sec. We'll get back to that in a minute, because doubtless I'm going to be absolutely useless. Let's have a look at Franklin Thomas. Yeah, he's new. He was not in my original game. Obviously from America, by the looks of it. On the right there you can see he's from the USA. and you can see on his back he's got that flag there at the top of his jacket. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Well, he's got a very nice red, white, and blue coloration as well, which is really good. Look at this kind of, you know, the red patches on his front and the blue. I don't know if that's intentional. Maybe he's got a white gun as well. That's really nice, like colour kind of scheme he's got going on. But there you go. That's Franklin, Bullet Thomas, Sofia, Vámonos Noche. She was from my previous game from España. There we are. Again, a nice kind of coloration to the whole thing, like the green kind of pouches and the kind of black top and trouser motif, and then the green hair and the green eyes. I really like that, actually. That's nice. I did customise her hair to be green, I think, just to kind of fit in, but she was a badass in my last game, and I gave her an orange gun to kind of match with the kind of, I guess, a sort of orange, yellowy orange kind of colour of the Spanish flag. And we have Danny Deadeye Flynn from Ireland, Southern Ireland specifically, giving him the green of the Emerald Isle and the kind of orange in his sort of trousers there. He was, I think, last time a sniper or a specialist, but he's from Southern Ireland, and we'll see what. Again, they'll all get a random class, unfortunately, so they don't seem to have gotten the classes that were in my last game, because I'm pretty sure, yeah, Juliet was a ranger, I think, in the last one. So it's no big deal. Doesn't really matter. It's all much of a muchness. Let's have a look at me. Here we are. Yeah, there we go. So I'm from the United Kingdom. I'm kind of, again, I've gone for a motif of red, white, and blue. There we are, the kind of flag. So I'm kind of matching the coloration that the Franklin's actually got by default, because he's got the red, white, and blue of the American flag. Yeah, look at this. I even have a little eye patch. It's over my left eye as well, which is you know, my dud eye, which is fantastic. I don't have an eye patch in real life. Just for those of you people who know me will be going, he doesn't have an eye patch. I don't wear an eye patch in real life, but my left eye is the one that's screwed up. So that's, you know, I'd love to say it's intentional, but it's just a prop. I didn't have any control over that. So yeah, cool. It looks just like me. It doesn't. Unfortunately, you don't have a lot of choice when you're customising the faces and so on. It's not like Skyrim or Oblivion or whatever, where you get a lot of choice over how people look, how soldiers look. There's kind of a stock face setup. There's a few you can choose from, but that's it. So there we go. So that is our team. That's the team we have to play with, so to speak. So let's jump back to the bridge and have a look here. So we have, at the moment, modular weapons. If you look down here on the bottom right, near the clock there, we have a little kind of queue. And at the moment, we have 3 days until modular weapons will be researched, and a supply drop will be available in 21 days. So we're just going to have to sit here for 3 real-time days. Joking, we don't have to do that. What we can do is, we were alerted to the possibility of supplies up here, which will take 4 days to scan for. So this is all about time management, right? At the moment, we could gain intel if we stayed here and just scanned, and that would just pass time, you know, relatively quickly. If we look up on the very top right there, top right corner of my screen at the moment. Sorry, by the way, I realise my mouse doesn't show. I don't know why that is. It's some sort of bug with the recording software. But anyway, up there on the top right, we have intel, which we have 50. We have supplies, $175. It's in dollars for some reason. Yeah, so we have a reasonable amount of supplies. We have a reasonable amount of intel. So I could go up here and get supplies. It would take 4 days. I could stay here and scan for intel. I feel like supplies are more useful in the early game, really. So yeah, I'm going to do it. So this is where we are now. This is our ship here. Let's move up there.
Avenger plotting new course.
Here we go. So we're flying away from our HQ, which is down there. It's just going off screen. And we've arrived there.
Commander, the Avenger's remote scanning capabilities will help us search the area for clues or other resources. It's going to take some time, though. We've got a lot of ground to cover.
Cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to scan this vague area that we know of for supplies. So let's do this, and you'll see on the right-hand side here, the modular weapons at the bottom goes to 2 days, goes to 1 day. There we go. So we've kind of time skipped
this outcome, though it is intriguing.
We've kind of time skipped, and we've got modular weapons. So let's go and assign some new research for Dr. Tygan. So this gives us the ability to now research magnetic weapons. Excellent. Cool. Yep, that's good. Fine. So, yeah, we could now research magnetic weapons, but it will take 28 days, which we do not have. That's a ridiculous amount of time. So let's instead, we can get intel doing that, which will take 8 days. I think we should probably analyse this chip that was in my head. That will progress the storyline as well. It'll take 5 days.
I had assumed you'd make that research a priority, Commander. I'll notify you as soon as the report is available. I've
Thank you,
seen
Doctor.
members of the crew quietly glancing at the scar on my neck. If I wasn't forced to remove the chip myself, the incisions might have been cleaner.
Yeah, so Dr. Tygan is actually, if you didn't see in the intro there, he does have quite a scar on his, when we first met him, he does have quite a scar on the back of his neck. And that is because he used to work for
I probably wouldn't be alive today if it weren't for your father. He was something of a miracle worker.
Getting the Avengers' power back online was a miracle. I'm not entirely sure how he deciphered their system, but we'd still be half buried in the sand if he hadn't. He gave everything he had to get the ship running. But he didn't live long enough to see her fly.
We owe you both a debt of gratitude.
You can honor his memory by using this ship to destroy the aliens wherever we find them.
You'll get no argument here.
So yeah, there you go. Sorry, you do get those little kind of cutaways, little bits of chatter from various other characters. That really adds to it, actually. That really adds to the game. It's really nice. It just adds a bit of kind of background, and you hear a lot of the background there. As I say, so Dr. Tygan was he actually came from Advent. He explains a bit in the intro there when he was introducing himself. He basically realised something was up with Advent, the alien kind of peacekeeping quote unquote force, and decided to do something about it, and obviously left. He himself had a chip in his head, which was lovely, which he had to take out so he could escape. So not very nice, but there we are. So he's from Advent as well, so he knows the game. He knows what's going on. So let's jump back here. Now, we've got 2 days if we continue scanning here. Why not? There's nothing else for us to do at this point, so let's scan for a couple more days.
Strategic resource located.
Splendid. There we are. So we've found, by scanning in this battlefield or whatever, we've managed to find 59 supplies. So we can also head to an abandoned colony. It will take 7 days to scan, but if we find what we're looking for, we'll find rookies. In other words, we'll find soldiers. Not that interested in that, actually. I'm not really interested in having more members of the team. We've got 8 as it is, as I showed before, so we should be okay. Let's just head back to India. Head back to India, which is where our base of operations is. Every game you play, you'll start in a random place, and we have to kind of expand our network to talk to other members of the Resistance. That'll come in a bit. That'll be explained in a while. We've got 4 days till the alien biotech is researched, so let's just pass time by scanning and gaining some intel here.
As the Resistance continues to grow, we'll have a better chance of finding openings to strike back at Advent. As it is, we've already identified a potential target to disrupt the aliens' operations in this region. Our window of opportunity is limited, so we'll have to move fast.
Right, okay. Fine. So we're going to have to send in our team to take out... Effectively, this is like a preemptive operation. So we are going to go in and destroy an alien relay. That's the objective there on the left. We've got to take an alien relay out. And the difficulty of this mission apparently is easy. We'll see about that because it is obviously early game. And a reward for doing so is we actually get an engineer for doing this mission. So I say, let's go. Here we are then. We have all our guys. Now these are our regular troops who we've leveled up before. I think we should probably focus on leveling up a few of the guys who we haven't actually given any experience yet. So let's put Franklin on the mission. Let's put Sophia on there because she's in my last game. She's phenomenal. Let's put Valentina on there because she's a ranger. They're quite good at getting us out of trouble if the enemy close on us, kind of close us down. They're very, very good at the melee stuff, and in the early game they're quite useful at getting us out of trouble, as are our grenadiers. So I'm going to send Felicia on this mission as well. Let's go. Let's look after our new guys because I want them back in one piece, guys.
Ranger deployed.
In position for deployment.
Let's go.
Dr. Tygan has picked up a signal from a hidden alien communications relay sending data to the Advent network from this area. Anything we can do to disrupt the aliens' logistics increases our chances of stopping their progress. We'll need to secure the area and eliminate any hostiles, then destroy the relay before they finish their transmission.
Okay, so that's fairly clear. We're heading into Delhi, or the outskirts of Delhi, to take out an alien transmitter. You can see all the guys here, left and right of us, all sat, waiting to go. So let's deploy them. Let's not keep them waiting. Let's go.